So now we will write a JavaScript program in order to add all the digits inside a number. So guys, let us move to VS Code over here, and simply I'm going to create a new file in this case. So as you can see, we have this adddigits.js file over here. Now guys, how do we add all the digits? So basically we need to get the remainder after dividing the number by 10, and every time we need to reduce that particular number by using the quotient of the division. So guys, basically let us say for example, if we have this number that is 123, so first of all we will divide the number by 10 over here. So after dividing the number by 10, we will get the quotient as 12 in this case, and the remainder will be 3 in this case. So guys, basically we are going to make use of this remainder and add it inside the sum variable. Now next time we need to consider the number 12 this time instead of 123. So we will get the remainder that is 2 over here, which will be added to the previous number that is 3, and we will store the sum as 5 inside the variable, and then next time we will get the number as 1, which will be added to the sum variable, and this is how we need to find the sum of all the digits inside the number. So guys, let us create a new function over here, and we will say add digits followed by open and close parenthesis, inside which we are going to pass the number over here. Now guys, what we have to do is simply I'm going to go through the while loop, and then we are going to check whether number is it greater than 0, since we are going to divide this particular number every time inside the while loop. So guys, over here, if it is greater than 0, what we have to do is we need to first of all find the remainder. So we provide the remainder variable, it is equal to number %10 over here, which will help us in order to get the last number that is 3 this time, if we consider 123 as the number. And then guys, after finding the remainder, we need to reduce this particular number by using the quotient over here. So simply we will provide number divided by, it is equal to 10 over here. This is nothing but number, it is equal to number divided by 10, which will help us in order to get the quotient by dividing this number by 10 over here. So 123 divided by 10 should give us 12 in this case, and the number 3 that was a remainder should be added to the sum variable. So guys, over here let us initialize the sum variable, it is equal to 0, and every time we need to add the number that is remainder to the sum over here. So sum plus it is equal to remainder this time. Now the meaning of this expression is nothing but sum, it is equal to sum plus remainder. So guys, this is the expression that will be executed. So this is the shorthand method that we have provided on line number 6 and 7 in this case. And then guys, ultimately the number will be reduced to 0 over here, after which this expression will fail, and that is why the interpreter will come out of the while loop, and that is when we are going to have the sum of all the digits of a number inside the sum variable. So guys, let me just provide the return statement over here, and we will provide the variable that is sum in this case. Now guys, it is very important to note that when we are going to divide the number by 10, we are going to get the floating number by default. So guys, we need to correct this particular expression. We don't want the floating number that is 12.3 over here when we divide the number by 10, but we only want 12 in this case. So guys, what we will do is, instead of writing this particular expression over here, simply we are going to have the number on the left hand side, and then we are going to make use of the math.floor function over here, so that we only get the integer part. So as you can see, it returns the greatest integer less than or equal to its numeric argument. So guys, over here inside the floor function, we are going to divide the number, that is number divided by 10 over here. In this case, if this particular number divided by 10 expression return us 12.3, then basically math.floor function will help us to only get the integer that is 12 and store it inside the number variable. So guys, this is the correction that we have to make inside our code in order to get the integer part of the number. Now guys, after this we simply have to call the add digits function with the required number over here. So simply we will provide the console.log statement over here, and then we will say sum of digits of a number. So basically we will provide the number variable as well over here. So we provide a number, it is equal to 123. So sum of digits of the number, so simply we are going to print the number is and then followed by the dollar symbol, and inside the open and close curly braces we need to call this particular function, that is add digits, which will have the parameter as number over here. So simply we are going to pass this variable as the parameter, which is going to be taken by this particular function parameter, and basically we are going to get the sum of all the digits inside that particular number. So guys, let me just save this file now and try running this code on the terminal. So as you can see, by using the node command, we have the sum of digits of 123 is 6 over here. So guys, basically the sum of all the digits is 6 in this case, since 1 plus 2 plus 3 it is equal to 6. Now what will be the answer when we provide the number, that is 1 2 3 4. So 6 plus 4 should give us 10 over here. So 10 should be the sum of all the digits. So as you can see, sum of digits of 1 2 3 4 number is 10 over here. What if we provide another digit, that is 5 in this case? Let us run this code once again. So 10 plus 5 will give us 15 over here. So guys, in this way we are successfully able to get the sum of all the digits of a number that we have provided over here. Now guys, what will be the output of the number that we have provided, that is 512? What will be the sum of all the digits of this number? Comment in the comment section below. Let us see whether your answer is correct or not. So please make sure that you like this video so that it reaches to more people, and subscribe to this channel so that you get the notifications on upcoming videos as well. I'll see you in the next video, in which we are going to talk about how to find duplicate characters in a string in JavaScript. So stay tuned.